Hi, beautiful soul. If you've been feeling off lately, emotionally blocked, unsure of why you're disconnected, or like you've been carrying something that's hard to name, this reading is for you. I ask Spirit what we rarely give ourselves permission to ask. What are we afraid to feel fully? What emotion, truth, or inner knowing have we been keeping at a distance because it hurts too much to touch? If you found this video, trust that it was meant for you. Spirit doesn't waste messages. Let's see what wants to rise from beneath the surface. We received the Five of Cups upright. This is a card of regret, grief, mourning, and focusing on what you've lost instead of what you still have. We open with sorrow. Spirit shows us a quiet ache that's been sitting in the body unspoken. The Five of Cups says, there's something that you still haven't allowed yourself to grieve. Maybe it's a version of yourself that you had to let go of, a relationship that never became what you hoped, or a life path that dissolved before it ever took shape. This card isn't just about loss, it's about the emotional denial of that loss. You've been telling yourself that it doesn't matter, that it's too late, that you should be over it by now. But grief isn't bound to time. Spirit says you're afraid to feel the depth of this because you're scared it will swallow you whole. But love, feeling it is the only way it finally leaves your system. We then receive the Sun reversed. When this card shows up reversed, it represents blocked joy, inner child wounds, hidden light, and delayed happiness. This reversal shines a light on where your joy used to live and doesn't anymore. The Sun reversed isn't about absence of happiness, it's the fear of inviting it back in. For many in the collective, joy feels unsafe. After betrayal, after trauma, after disappointment, it's safer to expect the letdown, to avoid the hope. But Spirit is saying, you're not afraid of the dark anymore. You're afraid of the light. Afraid that if you let yourself feel good again, it'll be ripped away. But joy isn't the enemy, it's your birthright. And it's not childish to crave happiness, it's holy. The next card was the Nine of Pentacles upright. This card represents independence, self-sufficiency, enjoying the fruits of your labor and inner wealth. This card shows what you know you're capable of and why it scares you. The Nine of Pentacles is peaceful, powerful, unbothered. But here's the secret. It takes deep healing to receive this kind of peace without sabotaging it. Many in the collective are afraid to feel safe, to let their nervous system settle, and to stop hustling for their worth. Spirit wants you to know you've become so used to surviving that thriving feels foreign. You're afraid of stillness because it asks you to trust, but you are worthy of a life that doesn't feel like punishment, and you don't have to earn rest through burnout. Many in the collective are afraid to feel safe, to let their nervous system settle, to stop hustling for their worth. And Spirit wants you to know that you've become so used to surviving that thriving feels foreign. You're afraid of stillness because it asks you to trust, but you are worthy of a life that doesn't feel like punishment, and you don't have to earn rest through burnout. The next card we received was the Ten of Wands upright. This is the card for burdens, overwhelm, carrying too much, burnout, and emotional exhaustion. Here's the truth that you haven't wanted to name. You're tired. Not lazy, not failing, tired. You've taken on emotional weight that was never yours to carry. And because you're strong, no one noticed. Spirit says, you're afraid to feel how heavy this truly is, because it might break the illusion of you've got this. This card reminds you that just because you can carry it doesn't mean that you should. Fear here is not just of exhaustion, but of admitting that you need help. Spirit is asking you to stop martyring yourself on the altar of holding it all together. The next card we received was the Nine of Wands reversed. Reverse, this card is representing defensiveness, emotional fatigue, feeling worn out, and resistance to vulnerability. The reversal is soft and hard all at once. It says, you've been on the edge for so long that you forgot what softness feels like. You're afraid to drop your guard, to let somebody see the bruised parts. The Nine of Wands reverse says that you are no longer in survival mode, but your heart hasn't caught up yet. Spirit wants you to feel safe enough to put the armor down. Not everyone is here to hurt you. The wall you built to protect yourself has become a prison. And love, you're holding the key. The last card we received is Death Upright. This is the card for transformation, of endings, release, deep change, and spiritual rebirth. Spirit closes this reading with truth. This card is not about dying, it's about becoming. You are not who you were, and yet part of you is still gripping the edge of the old life, afraid to fully step into the new. Death is saying, you're not afraid of transformation, you're afraid of what it's going to cost. But Spirit wants you to know, what's meant for you will never require you to betray yourself to keep it. This is not the death of your joy, it's the rebirth of it. Let go. The only thing ending is the lie that says that you're not allowed to change. This entire reading reveals the emotional gatekeeping many of us have unconsciously created. Spirit is showing us that what we're afraid to feel fully is everything that makes us real. Grief, joy, safety, fatigue, vulnerability, and change. You've been surviving on half emotions, filtering your truth, dimming your light, and refusing to grieve. You've been dodging joy because you don't trust it. This isn't about weakness. This is about protection. And Spirit sees why you've done it. But now it's time to come back to the body, to stop numbing, to let emotions flow through us instead of keeping them trapped inside. Your heart is sacred. It deserves to be felt. All of it. And Spirit's final whisper is this. You've been told that feeling too much makes you weak, but we are here to remind you, your sensitivity is a gift, not a flaw. You are not too broken, too late, or too much. You are not the grief that you carry. You are not the fear of joy. You are the light that's learning to return. It's okay to feel it all, even when it's messy, even when it hurts. You are safe to soften. You're safe to rest. You are safe to show the world who you really are. Thank you for walking through this message with me, love. I know it was a tender one, and if any part of it landed in your heart, I would love to know. Let me know what resonated most in the comments. I read every single one. If there's anything that's been weighing on your heart and you would like a spirit-led reading in my style, I now offer personalized readings through my Etsy shop. The readings are similar to what you just watched. You can find the link in the description of this video, in my bio, and in the pinned comment below. I would be honored to read for you. Thank you for being here.